He's ready. Here's the first offering. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. Throw not in time, so he's able to beat one out here to kick off the ball game. Hold on here, though. That was really a close play, so they're checking to see if they want to challenge that safe call.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Phillies have elected to challenge.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there.
The call safe at first base has been overturned, and the batter ruled out.
Now batting, Peter Alonso. He's a guy hoping to finish strong in the season's final month. Definitely in the discussion for Rookie of the Year honors. Here comes the first pitch. And that's in there for strike one. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, D-Row, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys. Definitely. The two teams playing top of their game right now, really playing well. Both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute in this one.
And now a chance to meet the Mets. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, this club really wants to see something positive out of Joe Panik. He's had a tough time on the road. Sometimes you can't explain this stuff, but he's hit under 250 for the season on the road, and that's something that he definitely has to improve on.
Strike one to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first two innings where he's going to be.
Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. So a couple of hits here in the top half, but nothing comes of it. It's the Mets 0, Phillies coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. Marcus Stroman, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Marcus Stroman, not a real big guy. First-round draft pick out of Duke University. Good power sinker, 92 to 94 miles an hour. His slider is good. Will throw an occasional curveball and changeup. His best trait, ultimate competitor.
For the Phillies.
And in steps Scott Kingery. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team.
Oh, he misses it.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Now at the plate, Gene Segura. First delivery to him on the way. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball one. Line drive to left. And this will be hauled in shy of the track for out number one as the runner will retreat to first. A moment now to check out the hometown Phil's starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. He's coming off a month where he had double-digit totals in home runs. If you're looking at one category and you like the long ball, this is the guy to watch. One of the best power threats in the game right now.
So a runner on first with one out now, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. First pitch on its way. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Slider laid off for a ball. Grounded to the right. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That long dart felt so good.
Oh, D'Lo, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Standing in now, JT Realmuto, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Comes into play here at 273, and even 20 home runs and 71 runs batted in. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Conforto is in pursuit, and that is down for extra bases as this will get one home and maybe two. And a relay to the plate, but this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be an unearned run there. Looked like he tracked the ball well off the bat, but when it came time to close the deal, he just couldn't squeeze it. He'll be thinking about that one for a while.
Into the box now, Corey Dickerson, as he lines it hard to the right side but out of play. With runners in scoring position this season, Dickerson is carrying around an absurd batting line, coming in excess of 500.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
The 0-2 home. Liner toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out hit. And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0 ball game.
He's not hit all that hard, D-Roll. He muscled it out there for a 2 RBI base hit.
Yeah, I don't care, Dan. Lawn dart, off the end of the bat, jam sandwich, doesn't matter. Found himself some green grass and gets 2 ribbies.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And that's in there, base hit. Throw won't get him.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Number 40.
Into the box, number 40, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. The average coming in 257. 3 homers, 18 driven in. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Rosario backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Batting it, the second baseman.
Digging in, Cesar Hernandez. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
And Panik will make the catch, and that retires the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits here. 1 error in the inning, and a couple of men left. We'll move to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. Philadelphia is on top 3-0. So stepping in, Wilson Ramos, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And today my spotlight's going to shine down on Cesar Hernandez, second baseman who can really turn the double play. Has got super quick feet, great reaction time. Guys love working with him up the chute.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the former St. John's University standout Joe Panik. Fastball in there for a called strike. Bases are empty, one man out. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Striding in, Ahmed Rosario. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Rolled slowly to first. Hoskins grabs it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 3-0. Digging in, Aaron Nola. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. One and one. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. You know he's sitting fastball. That ball starts to slide away from him. You have to have some serious strong hands and wrists not to commit right there.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And let's focus on Wilson Ramos. He's an absolute brick wall behind the plate. And if you miss middle over the heart of the plate, he could turn it around with a 3-run bomb.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. 1 out, nobody on. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Gene Segura standing in, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. This one's down to third. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Right. Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. The 1-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Segura leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. This is pulled into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Wow, and the hits just keep piling up for them. Take a look at the numbers here. That's already 6 hits, and we're only in the second inning. We'll see if they can keep this up as the innings go on.
So striding in, JT Realmuto 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Here's the first pitch to him, and a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Man, I really like the way this lineup is making this guy work today. You're going to see the bullpen getting going here soon.
The 1-0. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be troubled. And this one bounds around against the wall. Harper rounds the corner and is headed home. He will score as they push the lead to 5 now.
You simply cannot offer a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Seth Lugo enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while.
Lugo.
Stepping in now, Corey Dickerson, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. And he popped him up. Rosario has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. Phillies on top, 5-0. Here's Todd Frazier now, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Todd.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Nope, it'll stay up long enough to be run down out there. A good break on that ball, and he's retired. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Coming to the plate now, Juan Lagares, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Fastball called for strike two. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Struck him out.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
In now, Seth Lugo. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his two-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go back door.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies' offense. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the third.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Standing in now, number 40, pulled toward right center field. Under it, Lagares, and there's one away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cesar Hernandez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike one.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn two.
Swung on and missed. That's strike two. Hoskins leads off first with one away. Oh, 2 pitches, a curveball that misses 1-2. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. And there's a base hit on the line.
Now batting, the pitcher, Aaron.
So first and second with one man gone, and it'll be the pitcher up next, Aaron Nola. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And they do have him bunting with one away as he puts this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Now batting, third baseman.
Stepping in, Scott Kingery. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Line towards center field. And that's in there, base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate, and they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Throw over to first, and he's back easily. Into the box, Gene Segura, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2, good curveball on the inside black.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
0-2, here it is. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner. Standing in, Jeff McNeil. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Behind 0-2 now. Slow roller out to short. Segura scoops it up, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Well executed 2-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Up next will be the power bat of Peter Alonso. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. In there at the letters 0-1.
Not an easy thing to do to fill up the strike zone and be successful doing it. How about this guy so far in this one? 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And it's quickly 0-2. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ballgame. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. Count still at 1-2. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some 2-seam movement to it. 2 gone. pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
In now, Michael Conforto. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. No runs, no hits, one error in the game for the Mets thus far. The 0-2 once more. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Now in the box, Bryce Harper. He singled his last time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper, and even 30 home runs on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Stepping in now, JT Realmuto, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Wow, the pitcher must be just shaking his head. That pitch wasn't anywhere near the strike zone, but he gave it the old tomahawk chop and somehow connected with it anyway. Now he's standing on second, and he even has to smile about that one.
Into the box now, Corey Dickerson, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. Rosario will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. Digging in once again, Rhys Hoskins. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Misses, ball 2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
In now, number 40. That's popped up. Rosario onto the grass. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. But the Phils tack on one more on this solo home run. We played 4. It's now an 8-0 ball game. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey Callaway, the Mets skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Called strike 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. And you see it right there on your screen. Strikeout number 200 for him on the year, as he has been very difficult to solve this season. Here's Joe Panik. First time up, he went down looking. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Fouled off. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning. And now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. No balls and 1 strike. No runs, no hits. 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Popped up. Hoskins over to his right, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 15 straight he's retired to start the ball game. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Phillies 8 and the Mets nothing. So next to the plate for the Phils, Cesar Hernandez. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First delivery to him on the way. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Frazier is there. Throw to first is in time, so a good idea, but the bunt attempt doesn't pan out. But hold on here now. They quickly requested some time to take a look at the replay, and they may decide to challenge that out call.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
Into the box, Aaron Nola. He swings and lines it to left, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The third baseman, number 4, Scott Kingery.
Digging in and looking for more, Scott Kingery. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line to the right side, but foul. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Drilled on the ground to short. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Phillies down on just 4 pitches as it remains an 8-0 ball game. So coming to the plate, Todd Frazier comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. The 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly into the hit column in a big way. Instead, it's a foul ball. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Left fielder looking up. Gone to lead off the inning. It's a solo home run for Todd Frazier. 19th home run for him on the season, and they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Into the corner and slicing foul. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Brandon Nimmo will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 3 homers and 14 driven in. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And this goes right past him at short.
Hey, I can't imagine that's a pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Jeff McNeil, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Nimmo stands at first with 1 out. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. 1 there. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. On to the bottom. Brad Brock gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. First delivery to him on the way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Line drive to center field. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they have they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
And now Bryce Harper. He went deep last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. It looked like the fastball got away from him there. The 1-0. On the ground to second base. This could be two. To second for one. On to first, and that takes care of Harper as well. It's a double play.
Up next for Philadelphia.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. JT Realmuto. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Takes this the other way to right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. And it Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the seventh inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Number 47 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 20.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2. High chopper to third. Kingery's there. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
The right fielder, number 30.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And standing in the outfielder, Michael Conforto. And there's a base hit on the line.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at-bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made. Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Standing in now, Joe Panik. He squares it up and hits a bolt to left center. 1 run scores. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. That makes it an 8-3 ball game.
Shortstop.
Digging in to try it again, Ahmed Rosario. Third at bat in this one. He's bounced out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. Austin Davis will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
1-1.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Ramos on second. Panik on at first with nobody out. Line to the right side. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
The third baseman.
Matty, that's a surprising pitch right there. I don't understand after blowing a fastball by him, he would speed his bat up with off speed.
Yeah, redemption after being late right on time with the off speed pitch next. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here's the 0-2. Fouled away. swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
2-1 to Juan Lagares.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's got himself into a good hitter's count.
And the run is in to score from third. And they'll hold that runner at third, so everyone moves up, and they remain loaded here with still only one gone. J.D. Davis will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. That average coming in right at 300 on the nose. 18 homers and 47 RBIs. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Now batting, number 6.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Jeff McNeil. His guys trailed by 4, but the bases are juiced, so a home run ties it. Number 40 is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to. Tyler Batchelor gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Digging in now, Corey Dickerson. He flew out in his last at-bat. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
First pitch coming, here it is. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. A ball hit softly on a line to third. And this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there at third for the first out.
Now batting.
So 40. Digging in now, number 40. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. Line toward right center. And that'll get down out there.
Hey, guys, he went for the punch out right there. Brought out Filthy McNasty down in the zone, and he's able to scramble after a knock. Nice execution by the batter right
there. Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. He swings and drives it to short, and that's through into center field, base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Down the first baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Hit out toward second. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. Now a 9-4 ball game.
The third baseman, number 4.
Riding in once again, Scott Kingery. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Here's the 0-2. And he lays off the slurve. 1-2 now.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. McNeil moves over, and the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And the sac fly here gives their team another insurance run, and they're starting to blow this thing wide open.
Number 61 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Another. Mike Morin has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Now at the plate, Peter Alonso. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. And the pitch. Out to short for Segura. And this is going to find its way into left for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard to start the 8th.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2 D-roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player, just to battle. 0-2's a tough spot to be in. He battled. You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Here it comes on 0-2. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down. Maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Alonso gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Our line score to this point tells the story. You see the Phillies leading this one at home here at Citizens Bank Park as we draw nearer to the end. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, from the stretch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Hernandez camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2.
The batter, number 2. Second base.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and that'll bring up the former St. John's University standout, Joe Panik. 0-1 the count. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
The next 0-2. And he fouls this one off. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Mets leave 1, and that's not what they needed. Down. Now at the plate, Bryce Harper. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
The right fielder.
First pitch on its way.
Harper.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. line towards center field. Lagares is right there, one down.
Now batting.
So
catcher.
Here's the cleanup hitter, JT Realmuto. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Liner towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
Up next for
Trying to pick things up where we left off.
fielder.
Corey Dickerson,
Corey
2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. This is line to left. Lands in for a base hit, and he's 3 for 5 in this one. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
Now batting.
Hey, not a bad way to start the new month. How about after that single? That's his 3rd hit of this game.
Oh, that has to make you feel good. You see that calendar flip, and you got 3 knocks in your back pocket.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Hit on the ground to third. Rosario brings it in. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Stepping up to the plate, Ahmed Rosario. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. A pause and the 0-2. Popped up. Realmuto is there, and that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for the bat.
Into the box now, Todd Frazier, and he'll be trying to replicate that home run swing that he took back in inning number 6. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. The next 0-2 is taken high, but for a called strike 3.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Juan Lagares swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Now this crowd right around 35,000 strong on their feet. He struck him out, and that's going to do it for the Metropolitans here this evening.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
10-4, the final in this game. The Phils hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Aaron Nola earns his 12th victory in the ball game, permitting only 2 hits in 6 complete innings. Marcus Stroman was unable to work out of the 2nd inning as he saddled with the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 10 runs, 18 hits. 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 46 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.